Well, hello, 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 one and all. How are you? I want to welcome you back to another episode of um, our weekly Specs podcast that my sister and I have been doing for the last little while and enjoying it, enjoying all the feedback that we've been getting throughout the week. Let me make sure that my privacy is set right on my page because that's always a challenge for me. So let me just make sure we're on live and not just in my own personal feed because that happens to me a lot. Um, but I want to welcome you. I hope you've been having a good week. I hope you've been, tapping into that thing that just makes your life hum, and that you've been, enjoying what you can. Finding joy in the small ways. That's always important. So let me make my post private. Make my our podcast public so everyone can see it. Please feel free to share with those who are watching. We've had like such a busy week, which is great, just because we have loved connecting with people. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome our my sister in the specs game, my spexy sister. Hey, yeah, your specta gal. Here goes. Hey there. How are
Hey,
you?
I'm good.
It's so good to see you for another week. How's things? How's things?
Things are good. Yeah, things are good. I'm enjoying myself a nice glass of it could be wine, but really is it tonight? So, we're all about the cups and glasses. What's in your cup while we talk about glasses?
Well, I'll tell you what's in my cup. And good evening, Tamara Harvey. Good to see you. If I'm not mistaken, I think that you're on a beach somewhere, like in
Oh,
in in your husband's country.
I'm
Yeah,
jealous.
she married a yardie,
Oh,
but
really?
oh yeah, she married to a yardie like you. So
You know what
she's
them
going to
say? Tory defi tell, but long bench not defi draw.
uh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Um yeah, I get it. I got you. I got you. But yeah, she's
Translation for all of our African American viewers. I just said there's a long story to be told about a particular subject, but we may not have all the time that is necessary for us to get into the tea.
Tari de Fatel. So she says, yes, me up a me yard. She is literally in. So he hooked him a Detroit girl. He hooked him a Detroit girl. So, and I know how he did. I know I get your mind out of the gutter, but I'm telling you, this man can cook. This man
Oh,
can cook. When I tell you, she husband can cook. So that
yeah.
part. So, what am I drinking tonight? Well, let's see here. Oh, what?
Oh, nice
What?
cup.
What?
Nice cup.
Because what have I got in my cup? Oh, because I got to represent. So, if you guys haven't seen, this is my mug. It says, "But is she funny?" Because I personally think it is very important to hail up Black businesses, Black producers, Black creatives, Black everything. And so tonight, I'm drinking my lukewarm water out of this fantastic cup from But Is She Funny, which is NOJ's brainchild. Tell us more
Okay,
about
well,
this.
that's you're real slick. I see what you did there. So yes, when I'm not here on screen talking about great frames, I tend to spend time on stage wearing great frames while I do comedy alongside a whole community of other amazing comedians, especially a lot of women in comedy, which is what But Is She Funny is all about, or Bish Funny as it's called colloquially. So if you want to know more about women in comedy, where we're going, where we're showing, you can look us up online at bishfunny.com.
All right. So cheers.
Cheers to you
Yes,
too.
it's been an interesting week. We've had we've had some amazing showings. What I have really, I'm telling you, I did about 4 private consults between last week and this week, and it's been so amazing, just sitting with people and watching them explore frames. One of the things that I hear a lot when I do consultations is that there are glasses that people pick things that are safe and comfortable because they think they have to be safe and comfortable. But while they explore, when we have a nice curated collection, they're able to kind of play around. I'm often interested when people say, I like that frame there, and they point at it, but they won't like touch it, pick it up, put it on their face. And I'm like, well, pick it up. And they're like, well, I don't know if that would look good on me. Let's try it. So this week has been really not pushing, but encouraging and saying, hey, you know what? You can live outside of your comfort zone when it comes to glasses. You can be bold, you can be bright, you can take risks. And if you don't like them, you can always just hand them right back to me and I'll take care of it from there. But if you love them, sometimes you can take that risk. What have you found? I know that you had a big event this last week. Tell us about
Yeah,
that.
so I've talked several times on our weekly meeting about the African Canadian Heritage Association and their upcoming Kwanzaa. They always do great events all year round, but their Kwanzaa is one of my favorites. So we were there on Saturday at John Buchan Senior Public School in the community of Scarborough, and it was really great just to get together with people that many times you haven't seen them all year because everybody's so busy and we all show up for different things. But Kwanzaa is like an unspoken agreement that this is where we're going to go. So, cups and glasses, we had a table there, myself and my daughter who was helping out. So, big up the teenagers. Trust me, teenagers, if you want to know about looks, they know about looks, right? Because
Right.
sometimes I find that I'm a little bit cautious of people's feelings, because we're adults, we have manners. People have taught us to say things like, well, that might not be exactly the look that you're going for. Why don't I show you something over here? Teenagers are like, no, that's whack.
That I don't know. Do they say whack anymore?
Well, I know when I was a teenager, that's what I said. I don't know what do they say nowadays, but teenagers are like, oh, that's not giving. And then they'll
That's
say,
not giving. I heard
that's not
that.
giving. They'll say, and then
That's
they'll
not
say,
giving.
try this. And like you said, many people were like, I don't know, that's not the style I usually wear. And then I would have to say, this is a teenager. Trust in the energy of the teenager.
That's
So
right.
I give my daughter credit. She established 10 to 12 completely different looks for different people that came to our table. People went away with things that they put on and said, I would never have thought of wearing that myself, but if I had gone to the eye doctor, one woman described the issue of going to the eye doctor and just picking the same, like something that's the same as what she usually has, because she says, I have always worn this pair. I would have said, oh, that purple pair is too loud, it's too crazy, it won't go with anything. But she put it on, like it literally forced it into her hands. She put them on, she felt amazing. Right. So at our table, when we're showcasing our frames, we always say there's no pressure to buy, but there's pressure to try. That's really all we
I
ask,
like
is that you
that.
try.
No pressure to buy, but pressure, all the pressure to try. Like just
All the
try,
pressure to
like be
try.
bold. So tonight I also want to give a huge shout out. I see online we have Marisol. I just left Marisol's condo. I will tell you. I was down. That's I know. I left ballroom dancing and went to Mari's condo, and she got the nudes. She got the
Ooh,
nudes. She
Marisol
got
Day
the
in the
nudes.
nudes.
Marisol got the nudes, and I cannot wait to see her in them. And hey, Pam, what up, doe? That's my girl. That's my girl.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I
Hey,
can't wait. We
ladies.
dropped off. Yeah, so welcome to our weekly chat where we talk all things glasses, all things eye health, all things. I want to remind people it's December. So if you have not, if you have a flexible spending account and you haven't spent it on your dental yet, or your hey Natasha, or you
Hey,
know you
Lady
need
Day.
frames, yeah, we your frames, the frames that you purchase from us can be spent. You can use your flexible spending account to spend those dollars. Don't give that money back to your employer because it's your money. And if you don't use it by the 31st, it's no good next year. I mean, you'll start to build up again, is what I'm saying. So spend your money this year. Get your glasses. You know, treat yourself to something bold. Treat yourself to something not so bold. Treat yourself to anything because it's your money. It's yours.
That's good advice. And I also want to remind people that Kwanzaa is coming, Christmas is coming. It's a great time for gift giving. And if there's one thing that we say at Kwanzaa, we encourage either handmade gifts or deeply personal practical gifts that mean something
That's
to
right.
the person. So yes, it's a great time to get something for yourself, but it's also a great time to surprise somebody else with a nice pair of frames that maybe they might not have thought of. And as a solid eyeglass wearer, I know how much I appreciate you know, great frames and a new idea, something that somebody else saw in me that maybe I might not have seen for myself. So just something
Right.
to think
Are
about
you,
if
I
you're
mean, are you,
thinking, what do you give to the person that has everybody? It might be a great pair of new frames and a new look for the new year.
you're not trying to throw words at me, are you? You're not trying to tell me.
Yeah,
Because I'm just saying.
take it as you want to take it, is all I'm saying.
All right. So what shall we do tonight? Shall we start with our we framed a lot of people this week. So should we
Yes,
start
that's
there or should we
right.
start with our picks?
I would
Right?
like
I
to
love that.
start.
So go ahead.
I would like to start with our newly branded feature that we started last week, but we branded this week, called
Right.
You've Been
And
Framed.
and it's funny because that idea, I got to give a huge shout out to Audra, who said she came on a comment today and she was like, "Thank you for framing me. You framed me." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I framed you." And so personal consults, we do private parties for you. We can bring our frames to you, but these are some people, and we are getting our inboxes full of customers, but we want to highlight a few people this week that we framed. So,
Yes.
talk me
And
through the
where do we get
methodology.
these pictures from? If you've bought a frame and you love your frame and you love your look, sometimes people take the frames away and they do themselves up. They look in the mirror and they say, "These new frames look great. Send us a picture if you don't mind being
Send
framed,
us
because we would love to feature you and just to show how great a new pair of frames can look."
absolutely, absolutely. So these are our picks for this week, and I will add them.
Yeah, I guess you'll
So
have to
first
speak
up,
to what this is, who this is.
well, this is my favorite principal. Her name is Miss Julia, and she is the principal of the Bog School. She is over there making and working to create community and build solutionaries all over this world. I mean, every time I go to that school, I just feel so inspired. The space feels beautiful, and they've really created a village there. It was such a treat to, one of the things that I love talking to Julia about was just to go into her office and to show her frames. And this was a pair of frames that she decided would be her everyday frames, and I absolutely love them on her. Now I have these frames in stock, but not in that exact shape. But I love the black outline. I love how they look on her. And what I love about this picture is how you can tell that she knows she looks good in these frames. You can tell.
Can
She's
we
like, "Oh
just
yeah."
can we just talk about what is going on with principals nowadays? Because I
I mean,
remember when I
principals
was a
be out
kid,
here.
yeah, when I was a kid, this is not what the principal looked like. When you said you were getting sent to the principal's office, it used to be like, oh no, it's like a scary person, an authoritarian who probably had a big ruler. Like, the principal was not cool. The principal was not fashionable. Her, I feel like this is a principal that I would like to hang out with. Send
Oh
me to the
yeah, she's
principal's office.
sent me to the principal's office. And can I tell you, that's just the one pair that I'm showing tonight. Uh, Principal Julia got herself, she treated herself just right. Here was her, so Principal Julia also identifies as Bert.
That's what?
Bert.
Bird.
When I got to her office, she was wearing Bert socks. She's
You mean
Bert.
like Ernie and Bert Bert?
She's Bert. She's Bert. She's logical. She'll tell you, I'm logical. I think about things. So I am Bert. I am Bert. I identify as Bert. So she needed an everyday pair. She needed a pair that she could go to meetings with that wouldn't be all, that wouldn't be out of her character. She got those two. But then she also was very specific. I need a pair of glasses just in case I go to an art gallery opening. And I was like, I got you. So she did herself right. So very, very happy for her. So yeah, who do we have next?
Who do we have next? Oh Yi, who is controlling the
Oh,
presentation.
yeah.
Oh
What
Yi.
oh, I just hit this little arrow here. Okay. Oh, all right now. Now this is, oh my God. This is Miss Hip and Zen. Uh, Miss Rashan from, she is known on the North End. People know her, but what I loved her energy. I went over to her house to do a consultation for her, and she tried on almost all the frames. I fell in love with all of them. And this pair, I don't know what I love more about this picture. Is it the smile or is it the
I know.
glasses?
You
But
see that picture, you gotta smile when you see the
I
person smiling.
smile
Like
with
my face is like, she
her.
looks like a riot. Like she looks like she's
She,
fun.
Oh my gosh. So I went over there, did a consultation with her. She called her friend over and she was like, just like you said, she was like, "Oh, you want a pair of frames, best friend? I got you." So she got her friend a pair of frames. She treated herself to several pairs of frames. And she actually gave me some information. She has given us the information for a black optician who will be putting her lenses in those frames. So I will have more information once I get that solidified. So she looks amazing. And that is Miss Roshan from Hip and Zen, North End's own Miss Roshan Foster. I love this look. She's definitely been framed.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
And up next we have, all right. Now, if you want to talk environmentalism, we have to talk about Miss Audra. Miss Audra here she was the one who actually made the comment about being framed. This is her.
Oh, so
And
she deserves to be framed.
she
Those frames
deserves to be
are
framed.
awesome.
I mean, so she likes the earthy look, so she bought a few frames. She had oh, thank you, Pamela, for that information about the optician. So I'll get that from you. So she had she always wears a lot of green, but she wanted to step out a little. So she also did that. She had an everyday glasses. She had a pair of green glasses. She did it up, but it was just a smile. There were frames that they tried on that were like, meh. But whenever they put a frame on, they're like, oh yeah, she knew that she was hitting when she put this pair on. I absolutely love this on Miss Audra. I'm so thankful for the work she does to create better environments in our community. She's out here just, educating us around environmentalism, environmental justice. A big, huge shout out to my sis Audra. Absolutely.
Excellent.
All right. So up next we have,
Now,
oh,
I know you love it, don't you? She
oh my
is
gosh,
adorable.
I love it.
Yes. So I'm going to be full transparency and say that she did not buy these frames, but this young lady is a jewelry maker who was
Wow.
selling her creations at the same holiday market that I was at. So between shifts, her and her older sister were trading off shifts. I believe her older sister is about 11, and she is younger. And she walked around to the tables trying to see what the other vendors were doing. So when she came to our table, she looked at all of the frames, and I was like, well, you go, Miss Mew. Can I help you with anything? She said, I like those.
Those.
right? So she's wearing a nice pair of tortoise with gold edging, and I just almost died because what we were talking about earlier. So many adults like to come and play it safe, but I love that spirit. That we need to find that spirit we had when we were young, when we did not
Absolutely.
care what was appropriate. We did not care what society thought about us or whether it was too much, or do you think those are too this, that, or the other. Not her. She said, I like those, and she put them on, and she was so happy.
Oh,
Look at
she's
that
slaying
smile.
it. She's slaying it. What
Yeah.
I can't, can you imagine? Give her another 10 years. This girl's going to be out here framing it up. Like I can already see that energy. I can see that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely cute.
Right.
Let's go to the next framed up. Who did you frame up? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're also continuing on the vein of that young energy. So we've gone from very young to teenage young. Now, this young man, I had him try on 3 separate frames. And the first 2, he was having none of those frames. But when he got to these ones, he smiled. This is the smile.
Is
So,
that the,
for a teenage smile, this is this is a huge smile. This was a
it
huge
is.
deal. He really liked this pair. So young men that wear glasses can also be fashionable. And this is part of a line of glasses that I was trying to find for young men that are young and older men that come to my table and say, oh, you don't have anything for men. And I'm like, men can wear anything. But I find that the young men I talk to typically want either, like they want an interesting shape with a less interesting color. So that's exactly what
Absolutely.
we got here in basic black, but the shape is slamming.
And I dare say, I mean, he is a real handsome guy.
I think
You
so.
know,
I think
yeah,
so as
I
well.
think so. I think he did a good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not on the glasses and the guy too. So
Yes.
who's been
Thank you.
who's been framed next? Oh, sick
Oh,
is
look at that.
look at that.
How did
Hey
that get
there.
there?
Hi there, gorgeous. How are you? I actually feel as though I could hear her talking right now. Like she looks like she's about to. I was like, is she moving? Is she talking? She literally looks that real
Yes.
and amazingly
So I
beautiful.
really want to take an opportunity to really big up this frame fashionista. Now, one thing I will tell you about this lady is that she came slowly into the world of frames. Like she had her frame and she chose a frame that she liked. And then she was like, okay, I like these frames. And then the next time I saw her, I was like, is that a new pair of frames? She's like, I got another pair of frames and
She said I was not consulted for this.
what can I tell you?
I
When
mean,
I see beauty, I just jump on it. So
yeah.
this woman is a frame slayer. So we know
She
her
says
as
she's wearing that. Yeah.
yeah, we
Lady
know
Day.
her. Is she wearing it right now?
She's not wearing these, but she's wearing the ones that Julia had on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So this is Lady Day of Lady Day Comedy. And she's a performer. She's got great energy. She's got great fashion sense. So I thought if you ever need an example of somebody who knows how to go bold and just show you what she's got, this is Lady Day. So I encourage you to check her out. You can find her on Instagram at Lady Day Comedy.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that. So I love all of our choices for all the folks that have been framed this week. I can't wait to frame up more folks this week. Actually, on Thursday, I have a consultation over at Bass Blue. So please know that you can either have me come to your home, you can have me come to your office, you can have me come to your favorite coffee shop. Have Frames will travel. So I will see you there. All you have to do is I will put my link on all my social media, and you book an appointment with me, and I'll see you there. I can't wait. I love it. I love it. So let's get back to business here. So this week we have we always have our top 3 picks.
Okay.
So
Well, last
I
week
think
you
we
went first, I think. Or did I go
okay.
first?
So
I
you go
can't
first.
remember.
I went first last week.
Okay. So this
So it's
week
on you.
is my week of choosing. I'm like laying it down a little bit, right? Because one thing people always say to me is, oh, NOJ, you will wear anything. You don't care what it looks like, but not everybody is like that. Some people work at the bank, or for some reason, and we need something that slays but is not too over the top. So this
Fair.
week I'm saying, okay, that's fair. I can accept that. Not everybody's going to go out in a big pair of like big orange square or even pink like what I have now. Not everybody's going to do that. And that's fair. So I've chosen my three, neutral pairs this week that
Okay.
slay without being too over the top. So this
Fair
first
enough.
pair that I have is a clear cat eye frame. It's small and
Okay.
it has a surprising pop of tortoise along the side. Why I chose these is because we talked about the teenager and how they always seem to be on the cutting edge of what's new and hip. And my daughter says that clear is all the rage right now, or she calls it crystal. Crystal is all the rage because it pops, but it goes with everything. So you never have to worry that your glasses clash with your outfit. So this is
That's
clear with a little extra.
okay. All right, let's see that. Actually, she's right. She's right. It is actually a nice it's a nude, and what I love about it is that because you're melanated, it comes through. It
Right.
comes through, and it's not stealing the show.
Mhm.
It's there. I'm there, but come and find me. You
Come
got to look for me.
and they're
You can't see,
comfortable. They're very
and they're comfortable.
comfortable, which I want to stress is extremely important. When you buy glasses, you go for comfort first, look second. So you can find a look that you love, but if it's not comfortable, it's not going to work. These, they sit well. When I lean forward, they don't move, they don't shake, and they're very comfortable behind the ear.
Okay, I like that. I like that for a first pair. And I like the shape of it. They're a simple cat. They're not like outrageous. I love to go for
Yes,
um
you
the
like the
outrageous,
extreme cat eye.
the extreme.
Yes.
So, all right. So
All
we'll
right.
go with that. I like
Frame number
that.
one.
Frame number one. And can we see actually your first pair, the pair that you're actually rocking? I like those two. We call those the
The
Dessas. I
Dessas.
like those.
Yeah, so these are
Those
the
are the
Dessas, and these come in a variety of colors, but I have them in pink, matching the pink sweatshirt, which is for me very matchy matchy. I don't always do that where the glasses match the shirt, but yes, they have gold edging. They're open at the sides, and they have a very wide lens, solid arms. The
Mhm.
Dessas available
Okay.
in other colors.
I have those in my curated collection on sale for in a navy. So those are
Yeah.
nice in a navy. All
Extremely
right.
nice. Very corporate in a navy.
So I'm starting out with what I have on right now, which are a red sort of bold cat eye. I have these frames in a tortoise that I love. So they have a real nice amber undertone, but I'm rocking them in the red tonight. So let me go with my first pair. I'm trying to keep it low key. I'm trying just like you. I'm trying to keep it a little low key tonight. So I'm gonna go with a classic square, just a classic square
Classic
frame.
square. Okay.
And this is them. It's a nice square. We've
Oh,
got metal arms on the side. It's a tie-dye looking frame. So it's got blues, it's got orange, it's got green, it's giving you winter, fall, crisp, but still Run DMC, right?
that's so
Nice
funny
denim.
because you say
Hmm.
they're tie dye, and yes, I can see the colors, but the colors are muted, so it's not overpowering
It's not
combination of
overpowering.
colors. It's just really smooth. It looks good with your lipstick.
Thank you. And so somebody asked about my lipstick or mentioned commented. So thank you. I will say anytime you see me with a all my lip colors are Lip Bar. If you're from Detroit, if you know, you know. So Lip Bar is Melissa Butler here in the city of Detroit. I support Lip Bar. This is Rich Auntie. This is
Oh
Rich
yes,
Auntie
one of
that
my
I'm rocking
favorite
tonight.
colors.
One of my favorite colors. Rich Auntie is all almost close to Boss Lady, but not because it's got that nice under pink to it. So I
Mm.
love me a Rich Auntie. I ain't a rich auntie, but I can rock a rich auntie. So
Right.
my first frame tonight is the square with the muted tones.
I
Love this
believe we
shape.
called those the groovy.
The groovy. These are
Yeah,
called
those are
the
called
groovy.
the groovy.
So we have the groovy in stock in my collection. All right,
Right.
so that's my first pick for the night.
All
What you
right.
got? What you got
Well,
next?
going on the theme of nude, like nudes has been a running joke, because you keep selling people on these nudes, and then you're like, oh, next week we're going to see her in the nudes, and I'm like, in the nudes. I see a little play on words, a little innuendo happening there. Well, I
Yeah.
also have a pair of nude frames. I have nude frames, but in a different shape. This is also a classic square,
Mm,
a
I
very,
like.
very basic pair of glasses. In terms of the shape, this is about as basic a shape as you can get, but the
Mhm.
the clear brown gives it something a little bit extra. People often wear this in black, but I found that sometimes the black is a little bit harsh. When I wear the black in this shape, I look like, my name is Poindexter kind of thing. Like, yes, I'm a nerdy girl, but I don't have to look like I'm wearing a pocket, protector and a calculator at all times. Like, so this
Right.
lets me continue with my extremely, intelligent, nerdy vibe, but not too harsh. Just smooth it out a little bit, right?
All
So
right.
that's what these are.
Again, I love that. I love that. And they highlight your undertones. I like clear frames, but I actually like the clear brown on you as well. I like the shape. They're square, but they're giving square cat eye, if that makes sense. Because
Is
they're
it?
pointing.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
there's
I guess
not.
it's
Yeah,
not harsh lines in the square. It's a bit
right,
rounded, a rounded square.
right, right. So yeah, I like those. And what are the arms saying?
The
Are they
arms
thick?
are
Thin?
medium, so they're not too
Okay.
thin. They are medium arms, and again, very comfortable. One of the big pluses I think of this pair is for someone who likes to wear. If you're a person that likes to wear eye makeup, um, sometimes people are concerned, like if I wear, blue eyeshadow, but my glasses are yellow, how is that going to look? My glasses are orange, how is it going to look? This is definitely a pair that you might be dressing it down in the color of the frames, but you could dress it up in the color of the eyeshadow or the eye makeup that you wear underneath. You never have to worry that these glasses are going to clash with whatever you're doing with your makeup. So whatever your eye, whatever your lip, whatever, who was that? Was that Maxwell? Whatever, whenever, wherever, baby, these glasses are good to go with that.
Wherever, whatever,
That's
whatever,
pair number two for me.
baby. All right. I like those. All right. So this harkens back to you know,
You're you're showing your age now. Mine too.
right. So I love, I love a drastic cat, a
She loves a
drastic cat,
drastic cat eye. Let's not even pretend.
drastic cat. And I also love a nice hot pink. So my second pair tonight are these. Ooh,
Pinky. No, these are
pink.
pink. They're
These are
what?
Frenchies. Frenchies.
Frenchy.
These are
Yes.
Frenchies. And so I know that Barbie was all the rage this year. I know it. I get it. I get it. But Greece was before Barbie. And if you know anything about Greece, these are harkening back to the 50s. They're giving breakfast at Tiffany's in a pink. They are a hot pink, but they're all metal frame, which I love. And they are sturdy, they fit well, they're a pop of color. Can you imagine this? You're rocking, you don't have to rock anything to matchy this. You can pop this frame out and rock this. You can put a little on this rich auntie, you can put a light pink and pop the color of your lip and get this. I mean, look at the detail on this. Look at
Is
the
that cut?
cutouts on
Is
this.
that cut through?
These are all cutouts on this frame, and I love the look of this frame. They are
Wow.
metal, they're enamel, and they're not, you would think for a metal frame they'd be flimsy. They're not. They are sturdy. And what I love is on the handles, on the
Oh,
arm, have like
little
a
tortoise.
pink tortoise
Pink
on the
tortoise.
handle.
That's different.
Ooh. So I love these frames. When I tell you, you step into the room with these bad boys on, oh, you turn in heads. You turn you the heads are gonna be on a swivel. Let me
Yeah,
say
I
that
like
right now.
those.
Heads are gonna be on a swivel. These are the shape is amazing. I love these frames. And the more I see them, the more I love them. The more
And
I want them in my
there's
own
a little
collection.
irony there. I find them to be a little bit ironic because I would rock those in any corporate environment. When I talk about going to the bank, man, I would put on a pinstripe suit and those, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
or
These,
a
these
bright yellow dress and those,
oh
right?
and
Those are a
so yeah,
statement.
you can pop these are a statement piece and they are, I mean, they're simple because the lines are very fine, but they are, when you say they're giving, they are
Pamela,
giving.
trust me when I say, I don't know if it will get you a husband, but they will get you a conversation, right? They will
They can
definitely get
also
his attention, but what you do with it after you got that attention is all you.
shoot, these glasses are so bad you might also get you a wife, okay?
You're
Oh,
so stupid.
tell you about it. Tell me something good.
All
Tell me
right.
something good.
That's number two for you.
That's
All
number
right.
2 for me.
So every week we come into this same situation where I'm like, I don't tell you what I'm gonna showcase. You don't tell me what you're gonna showcase. And yet somehow we always end up somewhere along the same lines on at least one pair. Pamela, I'll take her too.
Chemistry.
I got some
Yes.
laundry that needs folding right underneath here. Don't even look at what's happening outside of this frame. I got some laundry. I need a wife. I have a husband. I need a wife. That's what I'm saying. So you're talking about you got your French Barbie pink from this summer when Barbie was all the rage. I also have a pair from this summer when Barbie was all the rage. I call these Barbie Girl. And these are a
Oh, okay.
really interesting pair because they are four different shades. There are four different things happening on this frame, but yet it
Yeah,
comes
I'm
into a
curious.
great amount of cohesion. So I would like to point out that these frames are
Ooh.
clear at the bottom, pink on the top, tortoise in the corners, mother of pearl on the arms.
Ew, I'm done. That's, I'm done. That is a 4-course
It's
meal.
a four-course meal, I have to tell you. And yet, somehow they come together and it's not too much. I have a lot of people say, oh, pink is too much. But this is a pink that is playful and definitely not too much. So
Okay.
here we go.
Oh, yes.
Barbie girl in my Barbie
Yes.
world.
Yes. I'm loving that. And is that clear on the bottom?
Clear on the bottom
Oh
because the
my God.
teenagers say clear is all the rage. Clear on the bottom, pink on the top, tortoise in the corner, mother of pearl on the arms. These struck me as the kind of pair where you're like, I go from boardroom to ballroom, or I go from the corporate office to the club. These glasses will take you anywhere. You can dress them up, you can dress them down. These are
Oh
exceptional
yeah.
when you're rocking them with denim, either denim on the bottom or a nice denim shirt, or imagine a white t-shirt and your jeans jacket, turtleneck sweater, anything goes with a pair of glasses like this. And they are
I like
comfortable.
that. Oh, and they look good. I love they're giving Bert. They're also giving unibrow realness. I love that too.
Unibrow realness.
Unibrow realness.
Unibrow
Okay.
realness. Okay, I've heard some things in my day, but that one we're gonna have to keep that one in the coffers. Unibrow realness. Wow. Okay, so I will take off my
Okay.
I'll be sure realness, my Barbie girl, and this is my pair number three.
All right. So for pair number 3, I'm so torn. I'm so torn. I'm so torn. I wish I could have 2 pairs for pair number 3.
No, you said we only get three pairs, so you got to make a pick. You gotta go.
Oh, good. Okay. So every week I tend to go with a Black and white or black. Oh my gosh, it's just so hard. This is a hard one. Okay, wait, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Speak amongst yourselves. I might have to change up in the middle. I know, I
Well, you're so
know.
ridiculous. Okay,
I
well,
know. I
I'll take the time while you're trying to figure out what it is that you're going to pick. I will mention that pretty much most of the frames that you see here are available on both sides of the border. But if you see something that I've showcased that Kija might not have, just let me know and I'll make sure to get it to her so that she can get it to you. Oh, Pamela's thinking
okay.
about a round pair. I love round.
Around?
I love
She
round.
want round?
Oh, I shouldn't even have
Oh,
said
I
that
don't
because she
know.
probably chose something, Pamela. Now she's like, oh no, I'm going
I
back
don't
in.
know. I know. I want to. I'm just here to please. I don't know. I just know. Okay. I'm gonna just settle. I'm gonna settle on one. Okay. Deep breath.
Deep
Okay.
breath.
All right.
Damn it. Pamela's
With.
killing me.
I'm going with. I. I can't believe I absolutely love this shape of glasses, but I do. I do. It is my new favorite shape. All right. She says, bring him to my appointment. I love Pam. All right. So this is my third pair. It
What will it
is
be? Oh,
it is a butterfly shape. I love a butterfly shape. I didn't think I would be in love with the butterfly shape, but I absolutely love a good butterfly shape. I love these because these are eggplant. The color is eggplant, and the sides are a pop of chartreuse. When I tell you
chartreuse?
these
Really? Now I would have
chartreuse,
thought that would have thought that was yellow.
nope, these are
Chartreuse?
chartreuse. So
That's
that means
amazing. That is one of my favorite colors. Chartreuse with eggplant? Come
with
on now. I'm
eggplant,
getting
and then
hungry.
this is
I'm
and
hungry.
this is the inside is giving all chartreuse, but chartreuse is a really great color because it's not green, it's not yellow, it's not any of these things. But what I love too is how it draws the attention this way. It's like, wow, because a lot of times the detail for glasses is on, they focus on the brow. This
Right.
is focusing out here.
Yeah, it
And
goes like
when
this.
you look at the detail, it's like a puzzle piece. You see that? Oh, look
Yes.
at that. And it's not black. It's almost chocolate egg. It's eggplant. It's like a
A deep
melange.
chocolatey purple.
Yes, a deep chocolatey purple. So what it does for melanated skin is it brings up your highlights in your skin. It is a beautiful frame, and I love the shape. I love the butterfly frame because it's not a cat eye. It's like cat eye on the top and cat eye on the bottom. I mean, it's giving. It's giving. And this is my third pick for the night. I love this frame. I love this frame.
Well, you are teenager of the night yourself over there about it's giving, giving, giving. And I'm here like, it's whack. It's cool. It's like, who is the older sister here? I guess linguistically, it must be me. It's giving.
I mean, I don't want to take them off, but I just really can't see. But that's cool too.
Yeah, those are a good choice. Pamela doesn't have any idea of just how much variety you were dealing with out there.
Oh
I
my
want to
gosh.
give you a
Can I just
I
tell
just want to
you?
tell you I appreciate how hard it was for you to settle on just one pair.
This was so hard. Yeah, this was really hard. And I mean, next week, the pair that I did pick for my third pair, I will have to show next week. But
I know. It's
love this pair. Love this pair. Um, Great choice. A butterfly frame is also really, because for a person like myself who has a round face, um, butterfly gives you, it still honors the fact that you have a full face and gives you a lot of fun, a fun shape. So it's not just like, yeah, I'm pulling up this way because I'm trying to make my face elongated. It's like, hey, you know what? This is my face and I'm working it. This is
yeah.
my full face and I'm living with it. And I love the butterfly for that. Just beautiful frame. So can we get a quick run through of the frames for tonight?
All right.
One through three.
All right. Number one. You gonna pull on number one?
Okay, let me find my. I did so much messing around here.
You probably even
So
forgot. Don't even try to act like you don't remember which one is number one and slip a different pair in there.
I know,
You
you
just
know.
get to pick three. You
You
got to
know,
have some discipline.
you know I was.
I know what you. Hey,
You
I
know
know
me so
you better
well.
than you know yourself.
Oh my gosh, what did I do with what was
So
my
Pamela wants to know if the frames have names. Last week
yes.
they didn't, but then somebody else was saying, "Yeah, what do you call these?" Now we realize that we have to name our frames. We have to name
Right.
our frames. So the first, my number one and number two, I don't have names for them yet because these were before we established a naming convention.
Okay.
But if you have suggestions for what I can name my frames, I'm happy to consider them in the chat.
All right.
Okay.
They
Do
have
they
prison
have
numbers.
prison?
Okay. So Pam,
Is
Nicole,
Pamela going to join?
when she's not doing frames, she actually has a comedy production company. Please reach out to Nicole so
Now
that you
you
can
may
get on
get
the
to hook
stage.
me up with this one. She's
Oh,
funny.
Pam is my. I mean, we go back years. I mean, we go back years. That's my girl. That's my girl. But you need to get into comedy. All
Yeah.
right. So pair one for me is what we call groovy. That was my. Oh, you go first because it was you
We could
started.
go. We could go at the same time.
Okay, so
So
groovy.
groovy for you, and Claire and tortoise for me.
All right. So this is groovy, clear and tortoise.
That's number one.
Number one.
Okay. Then
Number
number
two.
two is for me, the rounded square nude.
And mine is Frenchie.
All right. And then pair number three for me is Barbie World, because there's a
And
world of things happening.
eggplant parmesan.
You're,
Because I'm always hungry.
yes, I feel the same.
So those are our three pairs. What we tend to do is take pictures of our pairs that we rock tonight, including the ones that we came to the podcast in, and we post them on our social media. I will also be posting how you can get in touch with me and book an appointment online so that on a clear day, I love that. Love the eggplant. Okay, on a clear day.
On a
On a
clear
clear day,
day.
I can see forever.
Is that an actual
Yeah,
song? Because you're always pulling out stuff from like 1964 that I've never
that's
even
not
heard
the
of.
lyric, but that is it does go. It's an old song, but yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay, you're gonna have to put the
All right.
link in the chat. So I want to take this opportunity to let people know that whether it's at Cups and Glasses or whether it's Openly Gray Life, are you existing anywhere in the Greater Detroit area or in the Greater Toronto area? You can book an in-person consultation, or you can invite your friends over and make it a party. The frame party is one of the most exciting initiatives that we're offering right now. Like, just imagine to bring all of your friends over to a space of your choosing and have something in your cup while you look at a lot of glasses and help each other out in terms of picking and planning new looks. And for the person that is the host of the party, for the person that makes the booking, we offer you 10% of whatever your friends have bought as a discount towards your own choice. So you never know.
Hey,
If you invite enough friends, you might end up with a free or much greatly discounted pair for yourself. So
absolutely.
do
And
it
they're
up.
reasonable because one of our missions is to make sure that you don't break the bank. You don't break the bank because you're trying to correct your vision. I mean, we're all out here trying to see,
Yeah, we might as
right?
well look good while we're doing it, but we don't want to go broke.
That's right. So don't forget flexible spending. Take care of that. Next week, we will see you right here in the place to be. Make sure you bring your cups and we'll provide the glasses. All right. So we'll see you next week. And it's been real, sis. Always.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Peace.
Peace.